favorite segment. What are you mad about? We wisely took the baseball away from Mad Dog. I do not trust you with that, so.
By the way, Steve, how come no comments about this beautiful blazer that I'm wearing today? I'm ashamed. That's a bad job on your part. You know, you're always killing me on the dress, and I got a beautiful one first time I've worn it, and not a word out of you. We'll get to that in a second. All right, number one. This NBA scenario with these NBA teams is the biggest joke I've ever seen in my life. What, we take 3 guards and 2 centers? It's not the way it used to be done in the old days. Go look at the All-NBA first team, second teams, and third teams in the 60s, 70s, and 80s. 1 centimeter. Russell Wilt, Pettit Baylor, Weston Oscar didn't always make it together. You make a decision. You don't take the 5 best players in the league, Wembanyama and Jokic. You pick one, and then you pick two guards, and then you pick 2 forwards. I mean, this idea that we're going to pick the 5 best players, and I give the one writer who didn't put a ballot in this year, I forget his name, I should give him credit for that, because he doesn't like the process either. I'm surprised. 2 centers. Russell and Wilt never made first team all together at the same time. Walton and Kareem didn't make it that 77, both of them at the same time. You can't do 2 centers, and you can't do 3 guards. You got SGA, you got Doncic, and who's the third one? I forget. Who's the third one? Made it this year for and Cunningham. They're all the 3 same positions. It's the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life. You take 2 guards. Make your decision, writers. 2 guards. And you take 2 forwards, and you take your center. So you make a choice. Wembanyama, Jokic. Make it difficult. Make it controversial. Make it fun. We can debate it. I can't debate both of them. We know they're the top 5. You pick them up, but they can't play at the same time. 1 center. Wilt Russell. Never, ever were on the same. I looked. I double-checked it. Never were they first team All-NBA. Why does it have to change? Why does this change? Why is it the old days never as good? I don't understand. That was the perfect way. When they picked 9 gold gloves in baseball, do they pick 9 center fielders? No. They pick a shortstop, they pick a third baseman, they pick a second. Why does that have to be different in the NBA? That system stinks. Number 1. You first. Go ahead.
Doggy, we're going to part company on this.
Oh, my goodness.
Jaylen Brown, what is he, a guard or a forward? I had him on my first team. First team. You sure? Okay, but the guys in positionless. Wembanyama has to be in the middle of the court because he's 7'5". Is he really a center in the way that Wilt and Russ and Kareem and Shaq were centers? No, he's not. Positionless basketball, I'm here for it. I'm adopting it.
I think you guys just want to pick the 5 best and don't want to take some chances. Steven, let me hear.
We disagree with you, but what else is new? I mean, you're a curmudgeon. That's who you are. The fact is that the game has changed, and the way that the game once was, where it was typically a center, 2 forwards, you'd center, a power forward, a small forward, an off guard, a point guard. Now it's damn near positionless basketball to some degree. Wembanyama is an example of that. What I talked about earlier, at 7'5", he's like a small forward for crying out loud. You know, you don't see quintessential prototypical centers. You just don't see it that way anymore. To some degree, you don't even see it with some of these point guards, okay? So it's just the way that it goes, and you adapt to it. I get where you're coming from. That does make it more clear, and some people get screwed over because of it, but it flows with the evolution of the game.
Number 2, for Pedro. I like this one. These celebrations of these combined no-hitters. You see the Astros this week? They made it sound like they pitched a complete game no-hitter with 1 guy. This is stupid. 9 relievers against Texas, and we're going to go crazy when 1 guy gets 4 outs? That's not what no-hitters and perfect games are about. No-hitters and perfect games are about 1 guy going out there throwing 120 pitches and figuring out a way to get 27 outs. It's not about this freaking nonsense. This is ridiculous. What, we're going to celebrate 9 relievers that nobody knows who they are? Obsolete guys because they big deal. They no-hit the Texas Rangers. 9 obsolete relievers throwing 100 miles an hour, mix and matching along the way. Oh, my God, that's not what the no-hitter in a perfect game is about. That is I tell you right now, I hate when managers take out the pitchers with no-hitters anyway after 6 innings, 7 innings. But to bring all these guys in and make it seem like it's a legitimate no-hitter really bothers me. What Houston did this week was a disgrace.
Wait, before he says something, I need to set up something else. If somebody had gone to take him out of a game with a perfect game with no-hitter, he would have drilled the guy coming to get you. Am I right about that?
Yes, you are. Yes, you are, because I wanted to finish what I started. But at the same time, this is the new baseball era. This is where we're going. This is where the future is going to land. I mean, you can see it. time of the game, speed up the game, ABS, bigger bases. Everything is leaning towards that way. For the team, I'm happy that the team got a no-hitter under their belt. And they did it once here in New York. I remember against the Yankees.
They did that, exactly.
They did that, so they have a little something going there. But celebration.
This is not Don Larson. This is not Don Larson in '56 with the Yankees in a perfect game.
See, you're going way back, way back.
You're being told to adapt here.
It's also not Pedro.
Both
Nobody's Pedro. One of the great pitchers, as you know better than anybody. All right, number 3. Stevie, I'll throw you here first. This bothered the heck out of me. The Mets, who stink, okay, and Marcus Semien, who has been a complete no-show and is awful. They lost. They got swept in Miami over the weekend. They had a 2-5 road trip against the Nats and the Heat and the Marlins. They got a $380 million payroll. They're getting lambasted by the Reds 2 nights ago. It's 6-0 in the bottom of the 6th inning. And then Semien gets up there. We're going to show it to you on the video in case you missed it. He hits the home run. And the game is, the Mets are getting killed. They're getting booed. They're saying, let's go Knicks at Citi Field. He hits the home run. He runs around the bases. And then the Mets, they put that stupid hat on him for crying out loud. I mean, this is ridiculous. What hat? Take the hat off, sit on the bench. This is mine, and he's smiling. The Mets can't get out of their own way. They're getting booed out of the building, and they're celebrating a home run against the Cincinnati Reds when they're 22-33 and 15 games back of Atlanta when the game is over. Oh my God, that is. Ruth didn't do that. That is ridiculous. Met fans are. I'm flabbergasted. Hold on, you hit a home run, a meaningless home run. Shake the manager's hand and sit in the dugout and try to figure out a way to get back in the game. That drove me crazy. Pedro.
And I don't blame you, but if they really think about it, construction hats and jackets are for tough guys. So that's what they need to do. They need to get themselves together, play together, and I don't know, give it a push. You know, more together than anything. Because it seems to me like they have a triple-headed monster, and all the 3 heads are going in separate ways, and they're not doing it together. They need to put the hat aside, bring it within them, and go and do it. Because they're getting paid to do that.
And they're getting paid plenty. Steven, you agree with me on this, Steve? About the hat with Semien?
I do agree with you. I do agree with you on this. It was totally pathetic, but not surprising. You know why? Because they got a GM in David Stearns who probably thought they won the game because Semien hit a home run, even though they were down 6 after that instead of 7. He probably thinks they won the damn game with himself.
That was everybody gets a trophy and orange slices.
That was awful. Awards.
That was hitting. It's like the turnover chain and the championship belt. Just, you know,
drives you.
Act like you've done it before.
I don't mind that when you're winning and having fun, but when you're losing and your team sucks and you're in last place and you're getting booed and they're chanting about the Knicks at your baseball game, you should know to just be quiet and focus on winning.
Like a sack when you're down 35-0, like a touchdown when you spike and do a big dance in the end zone when it doesn't mean anything. It's the same principle here. Those are the 3 that bother me this week.
I liked Pedro's analogy about like being, teams under construction right now. They're rebuilding. Even though with that payroll, I don't think
$380 million.
I know. But I mean, you need something. I mean, got to find the motivation somewhere, doggy, right?
One thing for you.
Yes.
Were you shocked that Gray Little left you in the game in the bottom of the 8th inning at Yankee Stadium? 5-2 lead. Yes or no?
Yeah. Yeah, a little bit. A little bit. Because the game is different nowadays. The game is different.
You had pitched so well. Now, you know about the Game 7 when Boone hit the home run? Anyway, it's always bugged me. And I knew you'd give me a good answer. All right, there we go. I'll see you later.